Happy Friday, Ranger Nation. Oh, it is Friday. Everybody's probably covered in a layer of snow, but that's okay. Grab a drink. Let's watch some Ranger Week in Review. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so this week we had a brand new episode of Super Ninja Steel last week. We have a new one coming up this week. We have Shattered Grid news. HyperForce had a big whoa about a character. Legacy Wars has a new character. Calm your roll. The Ranger Week in Review starts right now. Hey everybody, Ranger Liz here. Welcome to the Ranger Week in Review. Everything's getting wrapped up in a pretty little package that happened this week in Power Rangers. You get to unwrap it and enjoy. Grab some cocoa or a drink. We're gonna be here a minute. Last weekend we had the episode Moment of Truth from Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel. Calvin forgot their anniversary. I saw a lot of people did not care for this episode very much. Overall, I enjoyed it. There was definitely some things that were kind of outside the episode that bothered me, but as for the episode itself, it was enjoyable. I didn't like that the resolution was all like, Calvin was like, I missed your anniversary, and then there was lying, and then Haley was like, grr, and Calvin's like, I'm sorry, and then they wrap it up by the end of the episode. But that they had that conflict, that they already gave us that kind of conflict between the two of them, how they made it work. I enjoyed it. They're two of the stronger actors in the series. It was at least, I like the way they write them, and hey, it wasn't a kiss on the lips, but they do give each other some kisses, and they act like a couple, which is really refreshing. I like it. As for the monster, his ability was okay. I mean, with the bolts, with the lies, if you lie, he's charged by lying, I should say. He can put bolts on morphers that not even Mick could get rid of, and I may or may not have a picture of Mick there, but I love just the scene of him just trying everything. It made me happy. It was a little reminiscent of like Bulk and Skull trying to get Rita out of the dumpster, that they're just trying everything they can, and it was a cute little scene to just establish, to at least get Mick in it more. You know, Redbot was kind of in it. There was no dad in it again, but you know, this all apparently happened during the school day, which all you ever see are kids walking into the school. Like, I don't think they're allowed to leave. It did at least gave us a little bit of why they don't have their stars for the original stars for like their ninja mode or their master, whatever. We got their new mode in the cockpit for the first time, and which was a bit of a surprising. It was I was gonna say Nico. Calvin. Nico plays Calvin. It was Calvin who got to be the first, use it, which was neat. That it was a yellow ranger, just like I think it was in the first season. I think it was the pink ranger who got like the bike first. So I appreciate that the red ranger isn't the first one getting these power-ups all the time. Good job on that. If anything, I do wish that it wouldn't have already gone back to episode 2. It's Monster of the Week. They do have a little bit of plot, like you can tell Mick had been working on getting their ninja stars back, and so there is some of that, like things have been happening behind the scenes, but it's already kind of back to Monster of the Week. Oh well. Oh well. Next episode this Saturday is going to be new also. It is going to be called Tough Love, Levi and a Street Performer. There is a preview up already as of right now on YouTube for the actual Power Rangers YouTube channel. Codabots attack some citizens, and Levi, who is I guess hanging out with the Street Performer, she like cracks one with a shovel, which is really awesome. I was pretty sure it's a shovel, and it's just, I'm telling you, these guys really like abusing the grunts with shovels over in New Zealand. So maybe, I'm just saying, next Power Ranger cosplay, maybe I'm just a giant shovel. Meh. But, okay, so the teaser trailer, the trailer, whatever, it bothered me for this. It already is showing that this girl or whatever that Levi is into turns into a monster. Like, come on. You couldn't have just, like, it was a really cool, like, they could have ended the clip at showing her, like, beating the Codabot, and him being like, oh, that's cool. And she's like, yeah, I grew up in a rough neighborhood. And, you know, he kind of smiles. That would have been the perfect place to end that clip. And the fact that it kept going, I was like, oh, it's gonna get bad, isn't it? It's gonna get bad. Oh, look, she's a monster. I mean, we got cleaner looks at the new Gorilla Zord. And I know that's like merch, but Super Ninja Steel is gonna get a toy for something that's not going to be really on there, which is not the first time they've done it. I mean, there were tons of weird Morphe cycles and whatever, but this is like a big Zord. Apparently it fires rockets though, so that'll be kind of cool. Alright, let's move on. A few other things we did learn. We don't know the name of the next Power Ranger season yet, but for anybody who was really worried that maybe they haven't announced it because this is the last season and it's gonna end, thanks to Morphin Legacy for catching the screen grab. It was up on Facebook. It has been since taken down, but they were already looking for talent. They said they're going to begin casting in mid-March. So, just because we don't know what the next season of Power Rangers is going to be yet doesn't mean there's not going to be one. They are already getting into casting in mid-March. So, in a month and a half, maybe we'll start seeing sides, maybe we'll start seeing, who knows, but maybe at least by mid-March, we'll start getting a little more information if we don't have a title yet. So, there you go. Also, there was a nice post on Ranger Board of all of the spoilers, I guess, that we see in the opening, the opening theme of Super Ninja Steel that we hadn't seen yet. I don't really have an opinion one way or the other, but if you just want to see all of the new things that it's already shown, check out the link below. Let's talk comic news a little bit. Now, since it's Friday, I was told that Friday may have more Shattered Grid news, so keep in mind I'm recording this on Thursday. Anything that comes out on Friday, I'll have to just put in another video. But we learned so much about Shattered Grid, I had to make a video of it, because there's too much to cover in just this one. But the long and short of it is, they are going to be able to pull Rangers from anywhere in their own time, in time or space. They're going to be able to pull all of these Rangers from. So you could be having a teenage Jason meeting a teenage Lauren Sheba. It doesn't make, you know, they can wibble, it's wibbly wobbly timey-wimey. Since they're going to be pulling Rangers from everywhere, maybe you're going to see Rangers from being older. Maybe it's after their big battles are done, or maybe it's going to be during their season. Who knows? But again, I said I was going to keep this part short. We are going to be getting a brand new Ranger. Now, I don't think in the interviews it said female for sure, but if you look at the silhouette, totally looks female. I'm just saying, oh, if you listen to the podcast, I filmed a podcast, and if you want to listen to it, I'll tell you more details later, but I totally go off on how I think that the Ranger is going to be Kimberly. I'm also completely just basing it on my gut, and right now, it could be wrong. So, that's my guess of it. It's going to, that Ranger is going to be a new Ranger with a familiar face, and how crazy would that be if Lord Draken was Evil Tommy, and the good Ranger battling it was Kim, taken from the universe they created for Kim after she left the Power Rangers. Remember, she got her some powers back, and they had to help out. Kim had that 6 miniseries, so she already has a world established. What if they gank her out of her world and bring her in to be one of the leaders to fight Lord Draken, who is Evil Tommy? That'd be cool. But if you want to hear more about everything that's happening in Shattered Grid, check out the links to the episode I did this week, and you will learn a whole lot more, because there are interviews. We found out about more Rangers that are going to be in it. It's going to be wild, guys. It's going to be wild. Moving on to HyperForce. HyperForce, I was a bit late, put out the video for it on Thursday, so if you want to hear my long thoughts on it, check out that video. But we learned a bit about Joe Shi, and by that I think we learned that we don't know much at all about him. The Rangers managed a way to follow him and get his location 30 minutes in the future. or rather 30 minutes in the past, sorry. So if the blip changed, they would be like, okay, this is where he is, or this is where he was 30 seconds ago. So they end up going on a wild goose chase. They destroy a pirate that it was a mannequin who was trying to save a furniture store because the furniture was his friend's. It was very sad. Very sad, and at the end they find out that, well, actually I'm not gonna, but just watch it if you want to hear more about it, or just use the hashtag HyperForce and you'll find out. But I'm not gonna spoil you. It was really cool though. There was no guest star, but the last half of it was super awesome. So that moves us on. Oh yeah, really quick. They made dog puns to Commander Kruger. Amazing. Okay, now moving on to the next one. Today, which is the 9th, yeah. Legacy Wars is going to be having a new character, and it is the Black Dragon Megazord. Is releasing today. Are you going to be getting it? I'm glad they're adding another Megazord. This is the first new Megazord they've added, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy that they're giving us a new one. At least in my rank, I play the Mighty Morphin 1, and I usually only ever play against Mighty Morphin 1. Oof. The packs... Oh, we're going to move on to merch news now. Yeah, sorry. Merch news. The packs are starting to come out for the 2-pack Good versus Evil. They're in the Legacy packaging now. This was found on... The article I'll link to you is from Morphin Legacy. It was found by someone, and I forget his name, sorry, like on Facebook, so... Link schminks all down below, but this, as of right now, is going to be the only way you can get Madamodius or Spinferno. Both of them were shown on packaging, and you would have thought they were going to be getting their own release. They never did, and now here they are in a 2-pack, so if you really want Madame Odious or Spinferno, it looks like you're going to have to buy a 2-pack, and you get the Lunar Wolf Ranger and then Yellow Ninja Steel. In pre-order news, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Volume 6 from Boom Studios, the comic one, is available for pre-order now if you would like to get in on that. Check out the link below and I'll get you set to it. Moving on to con news really quick, Ranger Stop is continuously adding some more Phenomenal Expo, which I believe is in Texas. Ranger Stop is in Florida. More Phenomenal Expo is in Texas, and they are also starting to add more people to the list. Be on the lookout, guys. They're gonna start coming. I feel like MorphiCon's gonna be doing stuff too. Oh, MorphiCon. MorphiCon. Next topic. Alright, let's bring it up to Fan Corner. Awesome! It's not out yet, but it will be out Saturday. I had the privilege of recording with Ranger Command Power Hour for the Ranger Nation Spotlight. So it's like an hour and a half-ish, and it's me rambling. So if you're into that sort of thing, make sure to give him some love. It's coming out this Saturday. You know I'm going to be retweeting it and everything, so be on the lookout for it. I had the best time just talking to those guys, and it was really fun. I never did a podcast before, so thank you so much to Ranger Command Power Hour, and be on the lookout for it. It's coming out this Saturday, so tomorrow. Or whenever. I don't know when you're watching this. And so it brings me to... So that brings us to the fan corner of the week. And this week it is Hedge. Now, Hedge also goes by Space Kita on Twitter. Check out all the links to get to his profile. But this guy does some really awesome artwork. This is the first time I think I featured an art person on here before, but he does just really, I love his style of stuff. Admittedly, a year or so ago, I actually commissioned, it was my Twitter handle for a long time, I commissioned some art from him, and I'm so happy with it. If this is a kind of style of things that you like to keep seeing, check out the links below to be able to follow him and be able to see more of this awesome stuff he does. You know, Rangers, Riders, just Toku in general, Kamen Rider girls, I mean, come on. He's very talented, and if you're interested in more of this, check out the links below, and you can go meet Mr. Hedge, and he'll get you taken care of. And on that note, guys, I think that is about it for the Ranger Week in review. The only thing that I realized after the fact I missed was that on Legacy Wars, there is going to be a Megazord event that is starting for the weekend. I mean, brand new Zord coming out on Friday. You gotta have a Megazord event to really show them off. I love Megazord events, so I'm really happy with that. And that, for reals this time, is the Ranger Week in review. On behalf of the show that I do, my name is Ranger Liz. You guys have a fantastic weekend, Ranger Nation. And I will see you next time. Bye!